84 and 85. Tommy Kramer. He gives the ball off to Ted Brown, who says, I don't want it. You take it. Tommy says, yeah, give it to me. Tommy says, I'll pass, which he does, unfortunately, to the wrong man. To Gil Bird of the Chargers, who went in for a touchdown. Best use of improvisation, Lynn Dickey to James Lofton, who at the last minute, lateral to Gary Ellis. Gary Ellis for the touchdown. The Hot Potato Award. Houston Oilers, Daryl Meadows has got it. To Bo Eason. To Ted Thompson. It's going to end up back to Bo Eason. Bo says, wait a minute, guys, I started this. I never wanted to begin with. Some unusual kicks this year. How about this? The Bengals were coming back looking for victory. They needed an onside kick to get it. Mike Gooman of the Rams picked it up. Remember this? Right past Jim Breach. He would go all the way for the touchdown. The most surprised point, look at the holder. Ed Luther. Ed says, whoop, let's throw it. Anybody there? Nobody within 100 yards. The coolest kicker, Rich Karlis, barefoot, snowstorm in Denver. Worst judge of height. The Indianapolis snapped the punt over the header all the way. Where did the quarterback go for the Houston Oilers? I think they've asked that question once or twice this year. The best block of the year. Now, there were some great blocks, but you recall this one? Patriots quarterback Tony Eason right into Irving Fryer, and down he went. Best block by a quarterback. The second easiest defensive touchdown of the year. Billy Sims hit by Louis Wright. Rulon Jones with the touchdown. The easiest defensive touchdown, Robert Brown of the Packers. He said, thank you very much, Mr. Hogaboom. I needed that. The best robbery of the year in broad daylight. Keith Bostic of Houston with the great football height from Paul McDonald. The get even of the year, Lyle Alzado. Excuse me, sir, I owed you that. The most overzealous defensive player of the award, to Mike Bell of the Chiefs. He comes in, then he turns to the referee. What, me offside? You put me on? The luckiest catch of the year, you all know what this one is by now. Dan Fouts to Bobby Duckworth. Bobby, you will live in infamy for that one off of the foot of Kenny Easley all the way into the end zone. And then to balance things out, unluckiest receiver award, also Bobby Duckworth, who on the way to the end zone. A not-so-funny thing happened at the 3-yard line. You'll never live it down, Bobby. Thank you. The most surprised player of the year, Marcus Allen. Everybody's being polite. Don't hit the man when he's down. Marcus says, thank you, sucker. I'm gone. Marcus running for daylight. Marcus, if only you would have made it to the end zone, we'd have called it the play of the year, as it was one of the 30 best. Oh, the Magician's Award. Calvin Muhammad of Washington, Charles Rome of Buffalo. Who's got the ball? Charles Rome of Buffalo, right? Take a look. Who's got it? Calvin Muhammad. I'll never know how he got it. The absolute winner of the most amazing catch of the year, Henry Ellard of the Rams, and the Bears all go for it. Who's got it? Henry Ellard would go on to the end zone for the touchdown. The Juggler Award to Stanley Edwards. Once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times off of the helmet for the completion, and they loved it. The touchdown pass of the year, Richard Todd of the Saints. He's got his receiver. He's wide open. Touchdown in the end zone. All you have to do is get it complete, right? Oh, and the crowd loved it. This was the best wave of the year in Buffalo. The Bowling Ball Award, I don't believe we had this happen. Gary Fensick of the Bears will knock down not only the referee, but all the photographers who were in his way. Best award. It was a hitter's year. If you don't believe it, ask Marcus Allen. Devastated by Carl Mecklenburg. Nesby Glassbow, who would nail Mike Renfro. Dokie Williams, hit by Fred Young on the kickoff. Tell me it wasn't a hitter's year. Best imitation of the helicopter. You know this one. Nat Moore of the Dolphins, and around he goes. Hitter of the year, Donald Wilson of Buffalo. First on Denver's Clint Sampson. Then he would ring the bell of Charlie Brown of the Washington Redskins. Believe that they know the name Donald Wilson. Some of the best of the year, the best touchdowns, there were at least 3. David Wilson, the Tyrone Young. He tips it up. Now, who's got this ball? Everybody's going for it. It touches 4 players. Colby Brenner caught it for the touchdown pass. The second nicest thing to happen to the Cleveland Browns, Paul McDonald to Willis Adams. He juggles. He fumbles. Ernest Biner picks it up. He stumbles. He goes for a touchdown. The Cleveland Browns needed nice things like that. So they got one other really great thing to happen to them, and here it was. Paul McDonald is tipped by Dwight Hicks once, twice, and caught.